On March 16th, 1982, Adric died so that we might live. He did not mean to. He thought he was going to be fine. He thought Doctor Who was going to save him. He was wrong. Doctor Who did not save him. Doctor Who was off doing something else. And so Adric crashed into some dinosaurs and exploded. This happened in episode 4 of a Doctor Who story called Earthshock. It had been a great story. Peter Davison was Doctor Who, and I was just about getting used to his frantic, excitable version of my hero after a period of uncertainty following the loss of best Doctor Who ever, Tom Baker. Davison was particularly good here, careering through the story with energy and humour and quite a lot of exasperated eye rolling, which I've only just realised is quite a large part of my personality now. And there were Cybermen in it. I loved the Cybermen. They looked great, massive, silvery, giant monsters with guns, and they bickered petulantly all the way through, constantly belittling each other's ideas in a passive-aggressive monotone. They seemed like fun monsters, who had weird lives of their own, stars of a TV show called The Amazing Adventures of the Brilliant Cybermen, which we just saw little bits of. I watched the story with great excitement. I was 11 at the time, and had just fallen in love with Doctor Who in a big way. Then came episode 4, March the 16th, 1982. I sat alone in the living room. I assume I'd banished the rest of the family lest they ruin the experience by talking or breathing. I was reading a book at the time, which lay open on the chair arm. It was, I'm afraid to say, a Doctor Who book. I was a child consumed by singular desires. The episode drew close to its end. The Cybermen had made it so that a spaceship was going to crash into Earth and explode and kill everyone. All our heroes were on the spaceship, which was worrying for them. They did not want to crash, or explode, or get killed. And so Adric went, oh, I can make it so the spaceship doesn't crash into Earth. And so Doctor Who said, well, good luck with that, and ran off in the TARDIS with all the other companions. Adric got on with doing some sums, and prodding a computer, hoping this would make the spaceship not crash, and thus not explode. And of course, I thought, oh, I wonder how Doctor Who will save Adric. I liked Adric. He was young and slightly out of his depth, and often made the wrong decisions. Perfect for my nerdy, idiotic self to identify with. Well, Adric did manage to stop the spaceship crashing into Earth, except that he did it by making it go back in time, which means it crashed into prehistoric Earth instead, which is where the dinosaurs lived. Bad news for the dinosaurs, and bad news for Adric, who exploded and died. I was quite astonished. The credits rolled in silence, and I sat, also in silence. I ate a couple of orange Smarties. I picked up my book, but I didn't want to read it. One of my TV heroes had died. It was weird and unsettling. Worse than when the cat got run over. Sorry, cat. I'm not sure why the death of Adric was such a thing. I suppose I just expected everything to always turn out okay. I don't know why though. The TV of the early 80s was full of death. From the massacre at the end of Blake 7, to the routine slaughter of everyone in Blackadder, to the young ones going over a cliff in a bus, to the destruction of the whole Earth in Hitchhikers. There was something in the air in the 80s that suggested maybe we were all for the chop. An odd place in retrospect for a teenage mind to take shape. The death of Adric prompted me and best friend Paul McGrath to come up with St Adric's Day. Every March the 16th, we would abstain from Mars bars in honour of our fallen hero. We would draw on our hands a 5-pointed gold star, like the one Adric used to wear. Sometimes we would draw pictures of Cybermen and then scribble them angrily out. I don't do these things now. I don't eat Mars bars anymore, so the sacrifice would seem banal. Drawing a star on my hand feels uncomfortable in these times when symbolism is so easily misinterpreted. I suppose I still do draw the odd Cybermen. And I do remember, every year, on March the 16th, that a fictional character accidentally flew a spaceship into dinosaurs. And somehow, it brings me comfort. I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure what anything means. Happy St Adric's Day, everyone.